Well, I came as soon as I could.
Just read that. Letter from Geoffrey Osborne.
Well, the chairman of your bank.
He's calling in the loan. He's terribly sorry. He can't hold up foreclose it any longer. Events must take their course.
Well, you're not surprised.
I tried to get him on the phone. Do you know what? He's disappeared to the Bahamas. No forwarding address. And there are these. An official letter from the bank saying there's no more cash. And this.
What's this, a High Court writ? When was this served?
A few days ago.
In person?
Oh, just at my front door.
Well, why the hell didn't you contact me then?
Because I didn't think it was going to be executed. Geoffrey Osborne swore to me it wouldn't be.
But unless you reply within a week, they could put the bailiffs in. What's the amount owed? Oh, God.
Yes. So what do we do?
Well, first we must delay this writ.
Well, how do we do that?
Oh, we can file a defence.
What defence?
Well, we can enter C formal defence that follows. That'll keep the broker's men off for a bit.
Right, now next, I need to raise some cash. Is it still legal for me to sell shares?
Oh, yeah, it's legal. You'd better let me do it.
Right, there's some share certificates there, and there's some more in this drawer. You make the choice.
Well, you'd also better let me see the papers relating to the original loan, if you want me to advise over this.
There's some of them here. But the most important one is still at my bank.
What do you mean, the mortgage deed?
No, it's a personal letter between Geoffrey and me.
Oh?
Well, it was bank business. I didn't ask you to advise on it at the time.
Well, can you get hold of this letter? Or a copy?
Well, that's why I'm going there this afternoon.
But, James, what are you hoping to do?
Well, Geoffrey Osborne's worth $5 million himself, even at today's prices. I'm going to get him to send surety for me on a personal basis.
Yes, but you say
He's run away to hide, I know. All right, then the bank can jolly well postpone foreclosure till he returns.
How?
I don't know how. Read the Companies Act. Read the bank's constitution. There must be a way. I'll phone you when I get to London.
Well, I'll do what I can.
But you don't think much of my chances.
Well, why now? After a year?
Because I've woken up.
He really is very ill, James. I saw him just before he left.
Doctor's orders.
Oh, absolutely. His heart. He's a sick man.
And in any case, there's nothing to be gained from personal contact with the chairman.
Well, it might prevent me from being ruined.
The decision to foreclose was taken before Sir Geoffrey left.
But not by the board.
But it's not a formal board matter. My dear chap, we agreed to a year's moratorium to help you out, but that has now lapsed. I sympathize with your desperate position, but you entirely overlook the fact that the bank itself is in a desperate position.
I wasn't with Kingman Trenchard at the time, but I've checked all the details. In my opinion, you've been treated most leniently.
So I really cannot entertain your idea of calling an emergency board meeting to discuss this.
Even though it was the chairman's idea?
What was?
Well, you must be aware that Geoffrey approached me with this scheme.
Scheme.
It's on the books as a straight loan.
The scheme was that I should buy Harry Warner's shares in the bank after he died. Geoffrey, as his executor, would direct the bank to advance me the money to buy the shares if I wished.
Warner's shares in the bank?
Yes, £1 million worth. Then I'd be in a dominant position to take over from Geoffrey if he retired. That's the idea.
He suggested it?
Yes, it's a private arrangement. You'll find it on his personal file.
We have no key.
Well, sure.
Obviously, he took it with him.
Well, gentlemen, I think we'd better sort this mess out before the press get hold of it. I think a board meeting tomorrow morning would be ideal. You'll find me at this number.
Thank you, James.
I'll wait your call.
Under Section 54 of the Companies Act, it's absolutely illegal for the bank to assist in any way in the purchase of its own shares except in the normal course of business, which this isn't.
Where's he staying?
That's probably his club.
Usually it's me arriving by broomstick.
My turn.
You took your time.
I told you, I thought I could face it on my own.
Waiting for the phone to ring is all very well at 17. At 27, it's undignified.
You know, that's the only nice thing I've heard all day.
And it may be the last from me. So, what's it to be this time? A little light relief? Dinner, bed, then back to reality? Or can it possibly be that this time you'll trust me to help you?
Well, that's what I'm here for.
That's something we'd better drink to. So, tell me.
It's nearly over. The chances are I shall end up with nothing.
I'd like that. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound cruel. But up until now, it's been a case of love me, love Melford. Of the two, you could be the more interesting. I'd like to find out.
You know, I really wouldn't mind if I thought someone who... I mean, just someone concerned would take over. Someone who would cherish it, if you like. Does that sound hopelessly sentimental?
That a house should live happily ever after? No.
Yeah, the day before I got the letter, I saw a house being demolished. It was Shuttleboard House. It's outside York. It used to belong to a great uncle of mine. That bulldozer went in, those great metal ball things on the end of a chain. And in an hour, I saw a beautiful piece of England become a heap of rubble. I picked up a piece, I mean, just a lump of it.
And felt?
Lonely, I suppose.
I'm coming back to Melford with you.
What about your job?
I'll take leave. I'm hardly indispensable.
I wouldn't say that.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Mr. James John Hadleigh?
No, sir. Mr. Hadleigh's in London.
Oh, have you his address?
I'm afraid not, sir.
Oh.
Can I give him a message, sir?
No, that's quite all right, thank you.
I could give you the phone number of his solicitor.
This is something that has to be dealt with by Mr. Hadleigh in person.
Well, I, for one, was quite unaware of the purpose of that loan.
But the chairman knew.
He's not here to answer.
And virtually gave me his word this wouldn't happen.
And this was a confidential arrangement.
That's right.
A confidence you have now broken.
Well, I consider that events have broken it for me.
Was this in writing?
Yes, it was a personal letter. Signed by myself and Geoffrey and retained by him.
And unfortunately, not producible. Now just point out. What Mr. Hadleigh claims would, of course, have been quite illegal.
But surely they must allow the poor boy to retain some things.
I'm afraid not, Lady Helen. Bankruptcy is very total.
Yes, but there are certain inherited things. The pictures, for instance, they couldn't sell the pictures.
I'm afraid they could.
But if there was any real danger, surely we could arrange for them to, just disappear one night.
I'm afraid it would be noticed. They are very well known.
Well, then what do they leave him?
His clothes and the tools of his trade. Apart from that, nothing.
And what are you asking for now?
A 3-month stay of execution.
You are fully aware that our shares have dropped from 340 to 49 inside 12 months.
That's hardly unique.
No, but all I am saying...
Saying is there's no more venture capital.
None.
We cannot operate without it. And we cannot borrow until all our resources have been exhausted.
We'd be out of business. We'd have to put up the shutters.
Well, that's exactly the situation you had 3 months.
We still had some venture capital then.
So, we have no room to maneuver. And nor have you.
And certainly not on the basis of an illegal agreement.
Well, gentlemen, I think this board has a problem.
Indeed?
Because if you foreclose on me, I don't see how details of this illegal loan can be kept out of the press. I really don't.
I see. Well, perhaps you would leave us, James, while we discuss this little problem.
If he did go to the press, he'd never get a job in the city again.
Does he need one?
If he's stripped of his possessions, he will.
But an illegal loan to a fellow director of £1 million.
I think we should call his bluff.
There'll be a private examination by the registrar of the county court, and then a public one in court.
Everything he has will then be sold up.
The entire estate?
Everything. There'll most likely be a sale of contents here in the house. I'm afraid your cottage will go too,
Oh,
unless...
that doesn't matter. If only I could scrape enough together myself to buy it for James. You see, I could always move in with Eleanor Fitzallen. But poor dear James.
Please sit down, James. Thank you for waiting. We have considered your request. Regretfully, the bank is unable to extend the year's grace already granted you.
And not 10 minutes later, I got another writ from the bank's solicitor.
In the boardroom?
Not quite, no, in the car park outside.
And you'd no idea that the original loan
Well,
was
of course
illegal?
I hadn't. No, Geoffrey told me to keep it quiet. He gave me a totally different reason. Mind you, it's Quantock. He's the one I don't trust.
Who's Quantock?
The deputy chairman. Ex-MP, 14 directorships, ambition the size of a house. It was him who effectively prevented me from getting any information about Geoffrey's whereabouts.
How did he react when you threatened him with the press?
He was surprised. Not quite the action of a gentleman.
But then you're not a gentleman, are you? You accept the image, that's all. And you're ruthless.
Am I?
About Melford you are, which means you. You're determined to win, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
I phoned your solicitor.
Oh, Tim?
He's found a maneuver for you. Within the Companies Act.
You could requisition an extraordinary general meeting of the shareholders in, say, 21 days' time. You would then inform the directors that unless they adopt a more accommodating attitude, you would have no alternative but to inform the meeting of the circumstances of the original loan and propose a motion to remove them.
Well, all of them?
The majority of them.
But they've done nothing wrong.
Oh, yes, they have. They agreed to lend you £1 million of the shareholders' money without even bothering to examine what the loan was for. Legally, that's negligence. Well, there's also the point that it may have been the chairman who made the private arrangements, but he was acting on behalf of the company, so the board must take collective responsibility.
But, Tim, I'm on the board.
Ah, but as the borrower, you would have been excluded from any discussion about this. Legally, you're absolutely in the clear.
Good God. And there's really nothing else.
Well, quite honestly, James, I have been rather hampered by not knowing what your long-term objective is.
Well, I'll tell you what it is. My long-term objective is to survive. I mean, this whole thing started just because of exceptional circumstances.
It really started because of the world recession.
All right, well, I'm going to hang on till world trade booms again.
But what I'm saying is your position isn't unique.
No, but Melford is. So Geoffrey can jolly well stand surety until things look up again. I mean, shares will rise, mergers will happen. It's just a question of time, that's all.
So in the long term, you're really dependent on Osborne.
Yes.
Must be possible to track him down somehow.
You would think so, wouldn't you?
No, I've sold your Texeline and RP shares. This should provide some sort of fighting fund.
Good God, cash.
It's better than the bank at the moment.
Why?
Well, you see, the first thing that happens when a receiving order is made against you is that all your bank accounts are frozen. Have you got somewhere to keep it?
Yes, I put it in the safe. Oh, and there's this. What's that?
Oh, it's just the bankruptcy notice. It just means that you could be examined in front of the registrar at any time now.
Well, then we better get on with it. How do I call this extraordinary general meeting?
Holders of not less than 10% of the voting shares must sign a requisition. Now, this requisition is then deposited at the company's registered offices. The directors then have 21 days to convene it.
They have to?
Yes,
It's as simple as that.
absolutely.
Then let's get on with it.
Right.
You're not eating, Helen?
No appetite. I must apologise to Sutton. James, when did your solicitor say?
For God's sake,
Yes,
Helen,
but
please,
it's only
not a-
natural that I should want to know.
Please.
James, dear, do you think Sutton could possibly make me up a bed here for tonight?
Yes, of course he can.
Such a cold night.
Are you feeling all right?
Oh, yes, dear, I'm fine. Just overtired.
How is she?
Oh, she's tucked up in bed. She just won't see a doctor.
She was in pain earlier. I noticed once or twice before dinner.
Which I didn't, you mean?
Well, it's hardly surprising the way things are.
Yes, well, if I start using the way things are as an excuse for not taking a blind bit of notice of anybody... Which reminds me, would you excuse me?
Shall I pour you coffee?
Why not? Let's have a brandy before the broker's men move in. Sutton, come in here a moment, would you please?
Yes, sir.
Is there something I can get for Lady Helen?
No, thank you, Sutton. She's perfectly comfortable. You remember I spoke to you a couple of weeks ago about your contract of employment here.
Yes, sir.
Well, it's just possible that events may move a little faster than I'd anticipated, so it'd be more convenient for me if I paid you in advance.
Mr. Hadleigh, I've already said.
Go on, take it. It's, well, there's a little extra, so a token of appreciation. It's cash. So put it somewhere safe.
Thank you, sir.
All right, I'll take it. Thank you, sir. Hello, James Hadleigh. Well, that was the secretary of the bank. They've just had a cable from the Bahamas. Jeffrey Osborne's had a stroke. They think he's dying.
Mr. Quantock, sir.
James,
Well, this is a surprise.
we need to talk about this.
And what may that be?
Your demand for an extraordinary meeting of the shareholders and the motions you have put down to be discussed.
Have you just driven all the way from London?
Huh? Yes.
Well, then you'll be in need of some breakfast.
No, I don't want any breakfast, thank you. You're Balfour, I take it?
That's right. Tim Balfour, my solicitor. This is George Quantock. All right, thank you, Sutton.
And you made this up?
Under my instructions, yes.
You have some objections.
Your main proposal that two of the directors be removed and be replaced by Lady Helen Hadleigh and Mrs. S.E.F. Fitzallen.
That's right.
Who's Mrs. S.E.F. Fitzallen?
She's a friend of my family.
Our nominees of your own, then, would be expected to reverse the previous decision of the board over foreclosure.
That's right. I would have thought it was obvious.
And you intend to achieve this by telling the shareholders that the original loan may have been illegal?
Was illegal.
Did you act for Hadleigh over this?
No, but...
Then shut up. You may not be aware that Hadleigh claims that the key document is a personal letter between the chairman and himself, which they both have signed.
And which is retained on Geoffrey's personal file.
Oh, no, it isn't.
What?
His housekeeper ran a spare set of keys to Earth. No such letter. So any suggestion that such a deal was the basis of that loan might easily be answered by a libel writ. Now then.
Who opened this file?
I did.
Witnesses?
Yes.
Who?
Driver.
The company secretary.
That's right.
Is the board intending to make counter-proposals?
There has been discussion.
What about?
Geoffrey apparently is in a critical condition.
So?
Well, that could mean a new chairman very soon.
And Mr. Hadleigh might be nominated.
It's being floated.
Oh, you must think me incredibly naive.
So, what are you asking us to do?
Postpone this until we know about Geoffrey.
And in return, will you postpone the bankruptcy proceeding?
I'm afraid I'm not empowered to do that. But I'm sure the board would listen sympathetically.
No.
What?
No.
What?
The answer is no, George.
Excuse me, sir. Would you come and see Lady Helen, please?
I want to know what's going on.
You didn't send for me just for that.
No, of course I didn't. You've no idea what agony it is lying in bed like this and hearing motor cars screeching up to the front door and voices being raised below me and not having the slightest idea of what's going on down there.
Helen, don't you think you should see a doctor?
Oh, don't fuss so, James. I'm not an old wreck yet, you know. And I'm coming to your shareholders' meeting.
Yes, well, that depends entirely on
I
how well
am coming, James. And you're going to write down, and I'm going to learn exactly what it is you want me to say in a burst of spontaneous indignation against the board.
Sutton tells me that you've had no breakfast.
Oh, Sutton fusses more than you do. It's what my mother called a nervous tummy.
Look, Helen, I've got far too much on my mind to worry about you. Now, would you please let me call Dr. Harris?
All right. You bully.
Thank you.
But he'll tell you exactly the same thing. Dyspepsia. That's what it is. Dyspepsia.
What are you doing?
Statement to the shareholders setting out exactly why those two directors should be replaced.
Will the bank distribute it?
Now, would you trust the bank to distribute it in my place?
Well, I'd better get to work, hadn't I? Got a list of the shareholders?
No, that's all right. There's a girl from the estate office coming up. She can get them typed, duplicated in the post tomorrow.
There's a girl right here, quite capable of doing it, given the equipment.
Yeah, that's right. It's not necessary. Yeah, sure.
I came to help.
You do help, I promise you. Just by being here.
Why must you be so bloody self-sufficient? I am an intelligent woman. My shorthand is admittedly a little rusty, but I can still manage 70 words a minute. My typing is rather better and accurate. I can operate a duplicating machine, address envelopes, and on a good day, stick on the stamps.
Terrific, but that's not really the point.
That is exactly the point. I came here to be involved, to feel that in some way, some practical way, I was helping you. But that isn't what you want, is it? Even now, after a broken marriage and threatened bankruptcy, you still want to go it alone. Do it your way and hope that at the end of it all there'll be some bloody stupid woman like me around clapping her hands and crying, James, however did you do it?
I'm sorry. I didn't realize how strongly you felt.
I'm sorry, too. You could have done without that.
I do need you, you know.
Then show it. My room, in case you'd forgotten, is the third on the right, past the bathroom.
Excuse me, please, sir. Dr. Harris on the phone, sir. He said you'd left a message asking him to ring.
Yes, all right, sir.
This too.
Same thing. Nothing actionable.
Well, he says the house is threatened, and the owner is a director of this bank.
Well, I would say he's being very clever, warming up public interest for the shareholders' meeting.
Yes?
Can Mr. Dryberg come in, sir? He's had a phone call from Lady Osborne.
Yes.
She says she's been trying to get through for hours. Geoffrey apparently collapsed on the beach, went into a coma. They've got him in the intensive care unit in Caicos Island now. Very much better.
Conscious?
Oh, yes, and very with it, she says.
Have we a phone number?
Yeah.
Well, if there is any possibility of the chairman taking part in the
We
shareholders'
stick
meeting,
to the original date, in 10 days' time.
the legal minimum.
And keep that from Hadleigh.
Sutton, what on earth are you doing?
Oh, my lady, ought you to be out?
Yes, of course. Mr. Hadleigh insists on taking me to see Dr. Harris, but surely sweeping isn't one of your jobs.
No, my lady, it certainly isn't. But Mrs. Brennan's failed to turn up for the last 3 days.
I see. Mrs. Clisby?
Yes, my lady.
Well, when I come back, I shall help you.
Oh, my lady, it's quite unnecessary, thank you.
And after that, we'll take some more pictures over to Mrs. Fitzallen.
Well, how long does it take?
The registrar's hearing is quite short. You could be with the examiner in bankruptcy for days there.
The lawyers, I think.
The registrar's a lawyer, the examiner's a civil servant.
Which one of you gents is the debtor? Mr. Hadleigh is the plaintiff. I'm his solicitor.
Solicitor? We don't often get solicitors.
Why not?
Nothing left to pay him with.
Oh, don't worry about that.
Well, it never crossed my mind.
Oh, I've advised you for too long to worry about a thing like that. Anyway, we're going to win, aren't we?
Go straight through, would you? Last door on the left.
Yeah.
Ah, Mr. Hadleigh. Do come in, will you? My name is Morrison. I believe you know Mr. Cecil.
We have met, yes.
This is my solicitor, Tim Belfer.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Please do sit down, will you?
Yeah.
Thank you. I would remind you that this hearing in chambers is a court of law. And although you're not on oath, Mr. Hadleigh, notes of these proceedings will be taken by me for use at your public examination. Do you understand?
Yes.
You are James John Hadleigh of Milford Park, Milford.
That's right.
Mr. Cecil?
On the 8th of January last year, Mr. Hadleigh borrowed £1 million from the merchant bankers Kingman Trenchard of Queen Anne Street, London, for whom I act. The security offered, although adequate at the time, fell very markedly in value shortly afterwards, and the loan was recalled. Mr. Hadleigh was given 12 months to repay, but was unable to do so. On February the 3rd this year, a High Court writ was obtained in the sum and served on Mr. Hadleigh by myself. There being no appearances, judgment was obtained on February the 20th, and a bankruptcy notice followed.
Thank you. Can you pay this debt?
May I answer for my client, sir?
Certainly.
Mr. Hadleigh acknowledges the debt and is making every effort to repay. He asks for an extension of the time in which to do this.
Mr. Cecil?
My instructions are that no further extension is possible.
If an extension were granted, there is a considerable possibility that other arrangements could be made which would satisfy the creditors.
What arrangements?
Oh, I'm sorry, sir, I can't say at this moment.
I do not think my clients would accept such a vague statement.
Mr. Hadleigh, can you be more specific?
I'm afraid I can't. Not at the moment.
You do realize the consequences?
Yes.
Very well. I am satisfied that judgment has been obtained, the bankruptcy petition was properly served, and I make a receiving order. From this moment, all your possessions are frozen and you're in the hands of the official receiver. A receiving order has been made against Mr. Hadleigh. Would you ask Mr. Sampson to come in, please?
Very good, sir.
Have you any other debts?
Well, no, I have a few unpaid bills, I suppose.
Ah, Mr. Sampson, this is Mr. Hadleigh, the debtor. Mr. Sampson is the examiner in bankruptcy who will be interviewing you. I shall now pass you over to him.
How do you do?
Thank you, gentlemen.
Would you come this way, please, Mr. Hadleigh?
The clerk of the county court registrar speaking on behalf of the official receiver. A receiving order has been made out against James John Hadleigh, who holds account number 256778 with you.
I'll leave you here, then.
Yes.
There's nothing else I can do at this stage. Give me a ring later, will you?
Yes. Yes, all right. Thanks.
Oh, this is Mr. Barnes, our trainee. You don't mind if he sits in on our little session, do you?
No.
Oh, good. Oh, do sit down, Mr. Hadleigh. Now, I shall want details from you of all your debts and assets to draw up a statement of affairs for the court. Do you understand?
Yes.
Once a receiving order has been made, it's not just one, but all your debts that are called to account, all right? Right. So first, what bank accounts do you have?
Well, my solicitors drew this list up for you.
Oh, that's very helpful. Checkbook, please.
There are some more on my desk.
In your office?
No, at my house.
Oh, we'll go in there later, won't we? Wallet, please. Thank you. £67. I'll take 47 and leave you with 20, all right?
20?
Oh, you get a receipt. I'll also take the bank cards and the driving license. How did you come here, by the way?
By car.
Your own car?
Yes.
Keys, please. Thank you. I shall impound the car to the orders of the official receiver, all right? Now, what is your exact address?
Melford Park.
Number?
There isn't a number.
Oh. Do you own your home?
Yes.
Detached or semi-detached?
It's detached.
With a garden?
Yes, there's a sort of garden.
Well, they sell much better with gardens. Now, details of your income, please.
Well, I have rent.
Rent? You mean property?
I have farms that I let, farms and land.
Oh, I see. I'm very sorry. See, I'm new to this area.
I don't know. What do I live on?
Well, do you have earned income?
Rents are earned income.
No, I'm sorry, that's unearned.
Damn it, being a landlord, you don't just sit there and let the money roll in.
Now, please, don't be difficult, Mr. Hadleigh. What I mean is, do you have a job?
Yes, I am the director of a merchant bank. It brings in 7,000 a year.
Well, you'll probably be allowed to keep some of that.
Thank you.
Now, we shall go round your house with a valuer this afternoon. You want all your papers, accounts, everything, please. All right?
James?
It's Tim Balfour. Isn't James back?
No.
I need to contact him rather urgently.
Well, I suppose he must still be at the court.
I've just received the agenda for the shareholders' meeting. The board has put down a motion of its own to remove James as a director. And it comes before his motion. If it succeeds, he'll have nothing left to live on at all.
James? How long have you been sitting there?
Half an hour or so. I didn't want to wake you.
Why not? What is it?
Oh, I was just wondering what I'm going to do if I lose tomorrow.
You're not going to lose.
Do you know I'm 43 and I've done nothing?
Oh, that's...
No, I haven't. Go on. What have I done there? Go on. What have I done? Not since I came back here. I've kept this place going. I've enjoyed myself. Well, that's not really enough, is it? It's a natural cycle of things. Perhaps Melford's come to the end of it. It's only bricks and mortar, after all. I mean, maybe even Charlie was right. If it did go, I might even find out who I am.
I'm coming with you tomorrow.
Where to?
The shareholders' meeting.
I don't think you can. You're not a shareholder.
Oh, yes, I am. I bought some yesterday. And then I'll take you to lunch afterwards.
Well, that's different. I think I'd like that.
Come to bed.
so loud.
I know. It doesn't matter. Come to bed.
Go to sleep. No, I'm sorry. Nothing to say. No, nothing at all. I'm sorry.
Did you speak to the press?
No, I didn't.
Where's your solicitor?
He's not here.
Oh, really?
Ah, there you are. Shall we go in? My God. What a barn they've chosen.
Well, it's better than the cemetery company. I have shares in there. We meet in a type of morgue.
Yes, you better go and sit down. I'll be up on the platform.
No sign of Tim?
Nope, he was due at Heathrow at 4 this morning. He's been delayed. Fog.
Mr. Hadleigh has left these. He's left these keys for you and some papers on his desk in the library over there.
Thank you. And if Mr. Thompson...
Yes, I'll show him round.
Right, I'll make a start then.
Well, shall we start over here in the old hall?
That's a lovely place, this.
What? Oh, yes.
Is all this Mr. Hadleigh's?
Well, of course.
Where are the pictures?
Sorry?
That's the first thing we look for.
Oh, I don't know anything about pictures.
Right, I'll start listing.
As you can imagine, the board did not put forward a motion as drastic as this one without long and agonizing heart-searching, especially when it relates to someone whose affairs are in the hands of the official receiver, as I believe Mr. Hadleigh's are. But merchant banks depend on trust and good name. To our distress, Mr. Hadleigh seemed determined to sabotage both as he went down by grotesque and, in my opinion, libelous accusations against this board. We can delay this matter no longer. The rotten branch must be cut off and cast into the fire. I ask Mr. Hadleigh if he wishes to reply.
How many horses?
12, I believe.
They'll have to be sold up this week.
This week?
Well, who's going to look after them after that? Everybody's contract with Hadleigh terminates when the receiving order was made.
Well, I could
Yours included, I'm afraid.
Well, obviously no thought of this was in my mind when Sir Geoffrey Osborne called me into his room in January. It was then that he
sorry,
suggested...
sir, but that is quite out of order.
Well, I disagree. It's very much in order.
No, sir, you will keep to the motion or sit down.
But I was merely trying to explain exactly what happened in
You have put forward this particular allegation to the board, and it is absolutely out of court.
How can I possibly explain
I rule you now to sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
I wish to state my case, that's all.
He must be allowed to speak on this matter.
I have ruled it out of order.
If we're being asked to kick a man off the board, he should say his piece first.
I really must insist.
On the point of order, I suggest a motion of no confidence in the chair. And I'll second that.
Very well. I merely wish to avoid mudslinging, but if the shareholders want it...
Thank you. It was then at this meeting in January that Sir Geoffrey proposed to me what he called a special arrangement. It was certainly undertaken for the good of the bank. If the merger hadn't collapsed, the plan would have succeeded and all would have been well.
May I make a point here, Mr. Chairman? The board had absolutely no knowledge of this matter.
Do you mean to say the bank granted a loan of £1 million without knowing what it was for?
There is no evidence to support Mr. Hadleigh's fantastic story. Now, Sir Geoffrey Osborne is critically ill at the moment, somewhere in the Bahamas. Now, we don't actually know where.
Not when he telephoned you yesterday.
What?
I was with him in his hospital room when he phoned you last night. I've just got back.
Are you a shareholder?
I'm Mr. Hadleigh's solicitor.
Then you cannot address this meeting.
But I'm also a shareholder. And it was as a shareholder that I went to see my chairman last Friday. He was very interested to know about this meeting, Mr. Quantock.
Registrar, please.
In Sir Geoffrey's opinion, Mr. Hadleigh was, and still is, the best choice for a future chairman. He takes fully upon himself the responsibility for the arrangements of which the board knew nothing. In view of the disrepute he feels he has brought upon the bank, he has decided to resign and make his reasons for doing so public. It's all contained in this letter.
And what became of the signed agreement?
Oh, yes. It was in his personal file. And he is astounded that Mr. Quantock did not find it there. But he also sent a photocopy to Mr. Hadleigh, when returning a copy of his will, apparently.
Mr. Chairman, may I propose a few minutes' interval while we all digest the consequences of Sir Geoffrey's letter?
The point is, if the loan was illegal in the first place, no legal means exist of enforcing recovery. It's extraordinary.
It seems to be an informal agreement with the chairman alone. Oh, perhaps the board didn't know about it.
Well, it's still quite enough for the Act to apply. You certainly can't be declared bankrupt on the basis of this.
Well, why didn't his solicitor argue this?
Perhaps he's never seen it. He clearly didn't draw it up. Perhaps we'd better let him know.
All right.
What are you going to do now?
I'm going to take a calculated risk.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats again. Sit down, please, ladies and gentlemen. Settle down, please. Now, ladies and gentlemen.
On a point of order, Mr. Chairman. In view of Sir Geoffrey resigning and taking the blame on himself, I certainly have no wish to damage the good name of this bank any further. I therefore formally ask leave to withdraw my motion.
And then it only remains...
Just a minute. If Sir Geoffrey has resigned, there is no chairman until the next board meeting elects one. The chair should be taken by the company secretary.
Only one motion remains then, ladies and gentlemen. That Mr. James Hadleigh be removed from this board. Those in favour? Thank you. Those against? The motion is defeated.
Why? Just tell me why.
Because it can't work.
You haven't given it a chance to work.
James,
I
please.
thought that whatever happened, you and I were all right. I mean, I'd even reconcile myself to losing because you were around. When I walked out of that meeting... Why?
Look, these last few days, I haven't just been watching you. I've been watching myself with you. You treat me exactly like you treated Jennifer. I heard all about it in New York, and now I've been through it. And I don't like it either.
My God, you know how to hurt, don't you?
Then don't make it any harder, James. I can't go on and on explaining. You want me to be something I'm not. Or perhaps I want you to be something you're not. Settle for friends, James.
I never thought of you as a friend.
Then you'll just have to remember me how you will.
Why now?
It has to be now. Before things either get better for you or worse. I've ordered a taxi. We'll be here any minute.
What happens if you're wrong? You've been wrong before, you know.
I'll send you a wire.
Let's hope I'm here to receive it.
I see, sir. Well, if you'll hold the line, I'll just get Mr. Hadleigh for you, sir. Just one moment, sir. Here he is. Excuse me, sir. Mr. Balfour for you.
I tend to ring in the morning with you.
Sir, it is important.
Yes, all right. Hello, Tim. Yes. But... Tim, would you just say that last bit again? Slowly and clearly. I see. Thank you, Tim. Thank you very much indeed.
James?
The register has just phoned Tim. Now they've got Geoffrey's letter, it seems there is no way the bank can enforce recovery of the loan.
Don't believe it. How?
Because the loan was illegal in the first place. Tim's seen it, he thinks it's right.
But that's wonderful.
It's more than that, it's a miracle.
I'm not given to this as a rule. But I think I'm going to cry.
I think that makes two of us. This calls for a drink. Sutton!
And something mouth-watering for dinner. You know, now that it's all over, I suddenly feel very hungry.
Oh, my God, I forgot. What did he say?
Who did?
The consultant.
Nervous tummy, that's what he said. And charged me 20 guineas for it. I'm sending the bill to you. I'm just going up to get my hanky. I'll be down in a minute.
Sutton!
Yes, sir.
Just get me a bottle of champagne, would you? And 3 glasses.
Mrs. Clisby's gone, sir.
3 glasses, I said, Sutton.
Yes, sir. I think I have some money of yours, sir.
That's all right. We'll talk about that later.
Very good, sir. May I say congratulations, sir?
Oh, you may, Sutton. You may indeed.